your character can only couple to someone of the opposite gender. You also can't have Elsword and Elisis couple each other, because they're brother and sister, and apparently, that's weird. Now, there are people who get a little bit angry because there is no same-sex coupling. Well, I can understand why people would be angry about that. Here's the thing. The developers live in Korea. In Korea, they don't really acknowledge same-sex relationships. So, requesting, say, a same-sex couple system is not going to happen because it's actually illegal for them to do that in Korea. Remember, this is a Korean developer. So, while I know some people aren't really going to be happy about that, that's the way it's going to be. And Elisis and Elsword, obviously that's incest. That really isn't allowed, so... Not even in, like, America. So, yeah. Now, if they change it from a couple system to, say, like, a partner system and don't actually, treat it as a couple thing... Yeah. That's a different story. Now, when you couple someone, you gain access to this ability at level 1. It only has 2 levels. To hit level 2, you need to go into marriage. So, once you couple someone, you can go into marriage by getting, I believe, a marriage ring. So, yeah, you can throw this every 5 minutes. And as you can see, it recovers 50% of your HP and 50% of your MP. But it only... That's on the initial hit. It also has like a bit of an after effect where it does restore a bit of the MP and HP for a couple of seconds afterwards. For the marriage version, you need to... you get 100% back. And it only affects you and your couple. It will not affect other party members. So keep that in mind. Okay. It's called a love buff because the MP recovery, only MP, works even after the initial hit. 5 seconds longer for couple, 10 seconds longer for marriage. What is my favorite character and job? Ooh, that's actually a pretty good question. I have way too many jobs, so it's like a... Damn. I would have to say... either Dimension Witch or Ashura. Like, ever since I played Ashura in Korea, I loved her. And when she came to NA, I was like, you know what? I'm going insane with this one. I'm going to cap her as soon as she comes out. And boom. I am not going to get a couple ring. I could get the Kaching. I have the Kaching to do it, but I am not going to do that. Sorry. So I'm going to go on to a bit of a Kaching rant. Well, not really rant. A Kaching preference in terms of what to buy. So let me open the item all. Alright, so... why would I buy it? I mean, if you want me to show it off, that's one thing, but the problem is I am not going to waste the Kaching to show it when I can use it for something else. Okay, so for Kaching, I mentioned this before, but with the link up event, you can get yourself a skill slot medal, but obviously after the event's gone, you're not going to be able to get it. So the first item that you will want to spend Kaching on for is a skill slot medal. That's pretty much the main thing you want. After that... Oh, hold on, I gotta sneeze. Sorry about that. Okay, skill slot medal first. After that, I recommend skill notes. Now, the reason I recommend skill notes is that although you can buy them from the market, not all of them are available. And they're only $1.50. So if you charge, say, a minimum of $5, right there you can get 3 skill notes. If you want to know like what skill notes you should get, ask on the forums. There are some skill notes that are pretty much ones that you should definitely get for a class, while others are like, you don't need it, but it helps. Taking Elemental Master, for example, the meditation skill note is highly recommended. And it's pretty much the one skill note that if you're gonna get, you want that one. For pets, I would recommend buying a cash pet, but you can buy that off the board. That's the thing. If there's like a rare pet in the shop and you want it, go for it. I'm gonna change songs actually. No. Good song for me. If you do get a good pet, or you don't really care about the actual pet itself, after getting your skill notes, or even before you get your skill notes, get a fetch aura. You'll be glad you got a fetch aura. You'll never miss an item drop, ever. Now, I'm going to say this now. It only works on the character as well as the pet you equip it to. So if you get, like, say, 3 pets on a single character and you get a fetch aura, you can only give it to one of those pets. So give it to the pet you're going to use. I would highly recommend a fetch aura for anyone. And these especially work in fields where when you're in a party, you and your party members are going to be spread out across the field. And Cat has decided to join me. In a field, you're not going to be able to get any. If you want free Kaching, you can do free offers through Peanut Labs or Sponsor Peg. Surveys, videos, downloads. I suggest that if you're going to do them, use a program called Sandboxy. This will kind of keep your computer from getting any like viruses, malware, etc. Yeah. It's a permanent item once you add it onto the pet. I was talking about iron wedges a while ago. Can I explain the part one more time? Okay. So when you get a certain amount of ancient iron stones or ancient guardian stones, depending on whether you want a weapon or an ancient guardian wedge or an iron wedge, Glaive actually you know what, let me just show it right here. So an iron wedge is, an iron wedge is 100 iron stones, and a guardian wedge is 40 guardian stones. Just pretty much craft these. Once you do, they will show up in your inventory inside your special tab. Just right click on them. Make sure that the piece of equipment that you want to use it on is unequipped. Just right click on them. Right click it onto, or not right click on the equipment. Left click the equipment and it'll ask you if you want to add it on. Select yes, and you'll get a 4th slot in your armor, or 3rd slot depending on the equipment. I recommend saving them for either secret dungeon sets, raid weapon, or the transcendent sets. That's it. Maybe future sets. To note, all my equipment right here actually has 1+ socket. You only get these from a raid boss, but you can also buy them from the market. They are pretty expensive though. Back to the thing, Kaching thing. Okay, so skill slot medal, followed by skill notes / fetch aura. From there, you pretty much have free reign. You could either buy yourself a full costume. Wait, that's the effect. Crit and HP. I like my utility now. I can get that for free anyway. I don't think I want it. No. The Gates of Darkness is a different thing. That is pretty much a extra dungeon. You get 2 boxes for completing it, which can give you elixirs, accessories, or just crap, really. That's really the only thing you can get from it, but you can also gain some decent experience. I recommend doing the dungeon just for the experience. How long have I played Elsword? I've been playing the North American server ever since it was completely out. It was fully released. So that would be May, or April or May of 2011. I've been playing for nearly 4 years, and I am still terrible at this game. Yeah. So after you get your skill notes, your fetch art, and your skill slot medal, get yourself a costume. It doesn't matter. You can go for a package. Pick whatever one that either looks good or gives you good stats. In some cases, you might obviously have specific looks. If that's what you want to go for it. There might be a future update called Magical Wardrobe that may come to NA. I do not entirely know. And in it, you can add equipment, costumes, to pretty much be your visual. So, if I wanted this as my look, I could actually just put this on and I get that hair. Otherwise, I would just have this for stats. So, if I want this hair, but I want this for stats, I will have this for stats, but I can put this on for, say, in the Magical Wardrobe. And I'm probably, like, confusing it, but, the wiki does have an explanation of this. I believe you can use ED armor. I do know that they did add that in. The same goes with accessories as well. What time is it for me? It's currently 9:37. I am currently on the East Coast. After you get yourself a costume, if you want to get a costume suit, go for it. It's up to you on that. On that one. Remember, I have these equipped, but you can't see it because I have a costume suit. The costume suit pretty much overrides these. Except for the weapon. The weapon's the only one. But, yeah. And honestly, I do like this Luto outfit. I'm so glad I got it. I'm so glad I got it for 4 characters, actually. Okay. After you get yourself a costume, if you want to get accessories, I kind of don't recommend many accessories, really, except for maybe when Magical Wardrobe comes out, if it does. The only ones I will recommend are rings and a necklace. Specifically, magic necklace. And for rings, either... excuse me. If you PvP, get this. Its nickname is Ring of Free Catch. And the reason is because it gives you a free awakening bee. NA does not have a heal. Also, hello. I was like wondering like when you'd show up, but I guess like you must have had either some trouble or busy something. I don't know. If you PvE, you don't really need the Ring of Fury. You can instead get yourself a skill ring. What skill ring you should get is entirely up to the class you have, as well as a bit of preference. If you PvP, you can also go with the skill ring. It's not a bad choice, but